I'm going to take an opportunity here to introduce Channel 9's newest new friend, Dean Adractis, the new is it program manager or news director?
News director.
News director and program manager and guru and everything at KQMS.
Without the turban.
Not without the turban.
Yes.
At KQMS, K Shasta, right here in Shasta County. And good to have you here.
Thanks, Chris. And you used a good thing to lure me over here was dog obedience and training, and I was obedient.
We didn't use a treat. Come on, Dean.
I sat,
come on
I
over
rolled,
to pledge.
I turned, and I came over, and I certainly was happy to see that I was able to work my volunteer time into a topic that I feel real strong about, and that's dog training, loving your dog, treating your dog as a friend as opposed to a pet. And I think Matthew Margolis, in this program that you're watching right here, Woof, which is a guide to dog training, which you'll see more of in just a few minutes, is a program that that I embrace. I know a lot of dog lovers embrace and will embrace tonight too, so I know you don't want to miss this. Just an example of a lot of the great programming on KIXE and Channel 9 and the public stations across the country. So, which is one of the big reasons why we are asking for your donations to make this continue, to help this continue. And you can do so by pledging your dollars, 243-5493. We're into our night before the last night of this this drive. It's gone very well, but they still have some money to go to raise to get this to get our goals met here for public television. Again, Matthew Margolis. It's a Woof, a guide to dog training. Great points he brings up about how to treat your dog. I took 2 obedience courses with my dog about a year ago. Got my dog from animal control. He's a great dog. He's very independent. He's kind of like the Springer Spaniel, if you watch the first segment of the show, where he's very independent, very lively. But the obedience classes made a big difference. Even watching this program right here can make a big difference. I found it very refreshing to see that a show like this can do a lot for me. I took a course that was a month long and taught some, and finally learned some of these things myself after 2-3 weeks. I saw a lot of the same points brought up in a 20-minute segment with Matthew Margolis. So we're going to continue to watch this show right here on KIXE, and we'll continue our pledge drive again, 243-5493. The name of the show is Woof. It's a guide to dog training. Matthew Margolis is the name, and he's been taking us through this informative little series here that, again, will continue on KIXE.
Go ahead and go to the phone, make your pledge of support to public television, and you will have an opportunity to get a wonderful video of the program, and you can watch what happens.
And thanks for joining us, Dean Adractis, here with you.
I'll let you talk. I've got more important things to do.
Yes, we're doing a show here. Of course, we're focusing on dogs. And, of course, the show is appropriately called Woof, a guide to dog training with Matthew Margolis. We have one more segment to watch here. It's been a very valuable program. As you notice, this is Spine, a Greyhound. A lot of you that keep in tune to the news and to public happenings know and may have seen some of the news reports about how greyhounds are treated. It's a terrible problem where a lot of the greyhounds are disposed of after they no longer can compete in this this race type atmosphere. And Spine is an example of a dog that was saved from what sometimes amounts to an animal being done away with. They estimate that of 54,000 dogs, greyhounds, only 12,000 really make it to a home. So this is just an example of a great program that you can get more information about as far as adopting a greyhound. But what we're talking about right now is dogs in general. This topic really got me interested to come over here and volunteer as one of just a great long list of programs that public television is involved in. This program here, myself included, I watched this show, and I've been watching this segment, the last 2 segments with Matthew Margolis. Very educational. I've taken 2 training courses, obedience courses, myself and my dog, of course. A lot of education is, in fact, most of the education goes to the trainer, the person, the trainee, the person who has adopted the dog or purchased a dog. And for myself personally, watching these segments has been very educational for myself. It's allowed me to find some of the things that I've kind of strayed off of. I've kind of backslided. For example, the tugging with the dog. I've found myself kind of pulling the dog, and as Matthew was talking about in the last segment, the short, quick tugs are better. Anger is another big part too, and I don't go spitting out flames at my dog, but I sometimes will get a little too high in my voice, and that's something that we've had to, that's been very educational about this as well. We're going to go back to Chris here on KIXE.
Let's take a look at our goal board here. You see we do have a $1,500 goal. 520 of those dollars are in. This is exciting. The video that we continue with your help. Now I'm going to turn it over to Dean here from KQMS while I walk over to the handy-dandy Channel 9 interview table and to talk to someone from the Shasta Kennel Club.
Thanks. I'm like the Paul Schaefer of the pledge drive here. But what a show. A great, thank you, David.
I'm not David, I'm TV boy.
But we've just watched with Matthew Margolis is so many valuable hints, tips, and it's just packed with what we're talking about, which is dog obedience, dog training, being a friend to your animal instead of just the pet out in the backyard on the leash. And it's a very informative program that we've watched. And the great thing about it is if you are into having your animal as a friend and want to really take advantage of these things, you can go to an obedience class, and they're great classes. I've taken a couple of them myself. However, this video, although it won't completely take the place of an obedience class, can give you a lot of great pointers. I think what the biggest value of this kind of video is that it allows you to brush up. I've had a dog that I got out of animal control a little over a year ago. This dog I took a couple of classes with. He's a very fiercely independent animal. Now he's much better apt to live with people. However, it's great as a brush up. I think having the video allows me to brush up, and I think just watching this show myself would allow me to get back into the groove as far as knowing some of the great important pointers. We're going to turn it to Chris right now, who is right behind me.
Well, thank you very much, Dean. And I'm here with Dee Shannon, who is on the board of directors of the Shasta County Kennel Club, here with her dog, and his name is Spine. And what kind of dog is he?
Greyhound.
Greyhound. Okay, great. And are you going to make a pledge, fella?
And thank you again, Chris. And this is certainly, again, a very great package. You can give to this program and keep a lot of these public programs going in addition to giving this, you could give it as a gift, of course, but for $60 to get Time Magazine, one of the fine, up-to-date, keeping up with the up-to-the-minute news kind of magazines. You can also have this video, Matthew Margolis, Woof, a guide to dog training, and in the same time, you're helping out continuation of super programs like Woof right here on public television. So we're going to go to some. We're going to a membership, which is 1-800-655-0099 or 24. Hi, I'm Dina Dractis from KQMS and KSHA, and good evening. You've been watching Kitaro, who is an extremely interesting musician. And if you've been watching and it's kind of relaxing you, well, he is a good example of very, I guess it would be best described as soothing music. And we're right in the middle of a pledge drive. In fact, we're kind of nearing the end, and we're setting some goals. We still have some goals to go. Tonight, you can help out by making a pledge. And if you look up at the board now, we've actually reached our goal for the dog course, Woof, with Matthew Margolis. And Matthew Margolis? Yeah. Oh, you mean the Woof? Yeah. Okay. The Woof.
Just like hearing you bark.
Yeah. That's as long as you have a treat, Chris. And but anyway, you can continue to give now. And what we have now, before, of course, we had the video with Matthew Margolis, the obedience course, and a very wonderful guide. But we're going to go ahead and with Kitaro, look at me, never been on TV before, and I'm nervous, but if I want to soothe myself, I want to put in some Kitaro because he's soothing, he's relaxing. He makes you, I guess he calms your nerves. And things like hot lights and TVs and things like that, putting in this tape will make you relax. And if you give a pledge of $60, not only will you get Kitaro, the tape, you'll get Time magazine.
Actually, it's better than that. It's better than a $60 one. Usually they go for $100, sometimes $60. But in this case, we got some tapes. You can get a video of the Kitaro program for a $45 pledge. And I know that. How do I know that? Because it says so right here.
He's just trying to get more money out of it.
Yeah, he's just trying to make a little extra on the side. We appreciate that initiative. Also, you can get the video of the program for a $45 pledge. You can get an audio cassette of the program also for a $45.
Again, we appreciate you joining us tonight here on KIXE. And again, we've been watching Kitaro. You'll continue to watch Kitaro. He is one of the most extraordinary musicians on this earth right now. He can play every instrument. And one of our volunteers, Jackie, was telling me about how what an amazing person he is, and how he relaxes you and makes soothing music. And you had just a little sample of that. You saw a lot of the East Indian, you saw Arabian influence in his music, and you'll see a lot more as the show continues. But this show is just one example of a whole lot of programs, a long list of programs that public television offers. And by supporting it, supporting public television, you too can help out the whole cause here and helping us make our goal tonight. Again, we thank you, all the folks that pledged in to WOOF and made us surpass our goal, and now we're on to another program, Kitaro. And again, the great deal here, I said 60, that was a great deal. No, 45. It sounds like a commercial. But it's a great deal. It's 45. It's even better than the 60 I was telling you about a few minutes ago.
We're slashing them left and right.
We have to move. It has to move. Just this day only.
Sell them now. Got too many.
Yes, $45. At the number 243-5493, and you got yourself the Kitaro tape and Time magazine. We're going to go back to the program now. You're on KIXE.
What a surprise. Hey, go to the goal board, Dean. This is exciting.
Yeah, goal board is really moving right now, and we've had several people join us right now.
It's exciting.
A big thanks to Adrian Jund, yes, from Weaverville, who has pledged in. Also, other pledges, Karen and Daryl Kennedy from Reading. Neil Brown from Red Bluff. We had Ursula Pearson from Cottonwood. Thank you, Ursula. Nancy Madison, Jim and Bridget Shelby over in Oroville. Big thanks to you as well. Robin Bird in Reading. We have Dale Wilms of Chico, who has pledged in along with Peggy Husher here in the great city of Reading. So if you want to join us and helping keep public television going in this community, it's a great thing for us. It's great for your children. It's educational. We have a whole list of programs that are good for the whole family, and this Kitaro, which we'll be going to shortly, is just one example of the great programming here on Channel 9 that you can help support. $45. I've been used to the $60 thing that we've been doing for the Woof Dog Obedience show, but with Kitaro, $45 will get you the music of Kitaro along with the magazine, Time magazine. $45. It's a super deal. You can't get much more than Time magazine for that as well. So 243-5493, and Time magazine again is super magazine, keeping you up to date with things. Yes, Magic Johnson there on the top.
It could appear like magic.
Just like that. How about that? Chris Verrill, who is
at least I'm amusing myself.
And a lot of viewers out there,
I might not be amusing anyone
else.
else.
$1,000. We keep adding more, and we thank you folks for doing so. Well, John Hees from Oroville, we'd like to thank you, John. Lisa and Jeff McAfee have given as well. And Eric Hutchins in Chico. Thank you, Eric, for giving. And Robert Travers also in Chico has given as well. And again, it's a super donation because you get a lot back. In addition to helping keep public television going, you get a great package, as Chris had mentioned. Kitaro, which you've been watching, and you'll see another segment of Kitaro coming up in just a moment. But you get audio tape or CD of Kitaro. You can have, for the $45 cost, you get Time magazine, which is an invaluable tool for keeping up with world, national, regional events. That's Time Magazine, and you get culture, because culture, education, it's all part of the process